Okay, all right. Caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
My name is Pablo, and I'm calling from Sacramento, California.
Oh, Pablo.
Ongeza volume, boss.
Ongeza volume. It's been a long time. Talk to us about...
Wait. You know Pablo?
This is not the one Pablo?
I'm just curious.
Or maybe this is a different Pablo. Or there's more than one Pablo in California.
I think so. I think we have just we landed a new
it's
Pablo.
The same one.
It's the same one.
We landed a new old Pablo who's shy.
Okay. All right. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Pablo. Tell us what you think about the conversation that we've been having.
Let's talk politics.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. You can hear me now, right?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah. So here's my point, and I'd like to fully state that I voted in these past elections, and they went well. I voted for the UDA presidential candidate, but that doesn't mean I can't point fingers at him and his administration when they go wrong. Now, about the Maandamano, first of all, I think, and I agree with what Albo said, the unfortunate thing is that they lack a direction. Like, we don't know where exactly we are headed or what we are demonstrating about. Because, like the Honorable Prime Minister Raila is saying, open the servers. You know, that has nothing to do with us on the ground. We don't know why he's pushing so much to have those servers opened. And then in between that, he's trying to tell us, okay, at the same time, we are fighting for the prices of UNGA to go down. But if you look at what the president is saying on this other side, when UNGA was up during the handshake administration, so to speak, UNGA was high during that time. And he didn't say anything. He didn't get anyone out on the streets to go and, you know, the Maandamano. And then, unfortunately, this Maandamano right now, we just got from COVID the other day. So we need this, the economy to pick up. And it's not just the Kenyan economy that is not doing well. So many economies around the world, so to speak, they're not doing well. And if you listen to what the deputy president is saying, though even for him, he needs to tame his rhetoric a little bit. He's saying when they got into power, they didn't find, the coffers were empty. There was no money. There was nothing. So this is what I think. If the other side had won, the Azimio side had won, we would still be in the same predicament because the Ruto and his people, they picked up from what they had from the previous administration. So it doesn't mean if Raila was there now, the prices of UNGA would just go down like drastically, like ASAP, like today. The prices of UNGA have gone down. The prices will still be up there. Everything would just be, you are trying to bring the prices down and everything. So at the end of the day, I think it comes down to politics. It's unfortunate this was his fifth try and he didn't make it. So he's trying to blame everyone and everything because I'm also thinking, what if those servers are opened and, it is found out like the other side actually won. Now what? I know he'll say, they were stolen, they were rigged. The Azimio also told us that they have the system, they have the government on their side, but then they still lost. And then if you listen to everyone who's talking about Kenyan election, they're saying this is by far the most transparent and the best elections they have seen. What gauge they're using for that, I don't know what gauge they're using. I believe everyone is out to say they were good, they were bad. So, the debate is still out there for anyone to pick up. But then I'll just say if the Prime Minister gave a clear direction, and something that, it's properly justifiable, that can bring the government to the table so that they can all, I know he doesn't want handshake. Handshake is off the table. I don't think he wants that, and he has said that countless times. I believe him. I believe, he's been fighting for a good cause, for the political space to be expanded, to be, to be what it is. And then finally, I heard him yesterday saying that, the president's side is pulling everyone to their side. What about the people that are going to, to state out to meet the president? They're going there on their own volition. They're not being sent there by anyone. They're just going there to find their own, whatever it is that is taking them there. So we can't say that, the president is asking them to go to State House. We know, the political undertones and everything that is going down there. But they're walking to State House to go say what? We came here to find stuff for our own people. And then the last thing, look at even the Maandamano, the convoys. They are full of people that were ex-MPs, ex-senators, ex-governors. Where are the current members of parliament sitting right now, apart from a few that we are seeing up there? That means it's not everyone that's supporting them, and it's not like they're working with the government. But like Governor Nyong'o said, I'm looking for my county. I don't need my county to be messed up by this Maandamano. Let's go to Nairobi and break things.
Okay, thank you so much, Pablo. Those were, like very interesting comments. It came out clear, that he voted for the president, and by his sentiment, came out very clear that he still supports the president, which is a good thing. Like we like hearing conversations from both sides, and today I can see the president's people have come out strong, which we appreciate. But this is one thing that I'm gonna say, because I think everybody's hurting in Kenya, regardless of what side you're in. But this is what I'm gonna say: why people on the president's side are making his work easier, and maybe this example I may use may not be one of the best. Imagine, like you are fighting for this chick, two people, and then you got the chick. Then you're in the relationship, there's issues in the relationship, but the excuse you come back with is that, oh, the other guy that you left would not have done better than me.
Mm-hmm.
That is a problem, because that's what's happening. Because I think, like,
agreed.
When reality is setting in right now, Ruto is the president.
UK is not the president.
UK is not the president.
He left.
Raila is not the president.
Right.
Raila is not the president.
Right.
But like his supporters, instead of, just circling in on him that this is what we need from you, they're always circling back that Raila would not have done a better job.
We don't know, but he's not the
president. But that's what I'm saying. We don't know.
I'm in agreement.
So think about it. You've gotten into a marriage, and you're messing up in the marriage, and then you're telling your wife
the other guy
that the other guy would
your
not
ex.
have done better than me.
Mm-mm.
I think that's problematic, and not to take this side or that side, but I think that's problematic, and that's what's making it easier for the current Kenya Kwanza administration to just get by, because they understand they have meat that their people are gonna work with as they're messing up.
You can't say that the previous administration left 93 billion or however much money was left in the coffers, but yet here you're doing your CS, whatever you're signing,
the spending has not shown that they have goodwill in trying to tame, like the budget issues that we're having.
Or now let me say something about this server issue. The issue or the problem I have with that is, and we've if there's a problem, let them be refuted. But when you look at what the IEBC posted in terms of voters and whatever, Ruto won by 233,000 votes.
Now, as far as those numbers are concerned, let me say something, because the question your servers has been coming up here. Now, do I think Ruto, and this is now my personal opinion, do I think Ruto got more votes than Raila in the last elections?
Mm-hmm.
I will authoritatively say yes. Okay. He did get more votes than Raila in the last election.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think Ruto got 50% plus one votes? That's up in the air.
Okay.
And that's the issue. And I think that's the issue that they should be talking about. But I think in the environment of a political rally, it's difficult to bring that out. And that's the reason why they're saying, they're just saying to Lishinda. I think, like the election should have gone, like for a runoff. But that's just my view. And everybody who's saying that these were the best elections, everybody who's saying that, they voted for Ruto.
I'll say this. Let me counter. It's not a counter, but let me play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
You're in a game. You lose 2-1. Right?
Yeah.
But you look at what's happening is it's a close call, but we look at, let's say, for example, you start looking at maybe the fouls that were not called, or the penalties that could have been, or probably should have been.
Yeah.
Penalties that should have been given or not. You know, did the ball hit the ball hit the shoulder, or did it hit the arm over here, or
umeongea kama fan wa Arsenal kabisa.
Saskia sasa hita. No.
Wacha unamalize.
Kwenda huko. 7 ball. So but when you look at the whole game, you know, there's a whole game. So you look at the chances that you had. Even in the NFL, we look at, you know, we talk about maybe this guy didn't make this catch. Like even
Martinelli alitegwa.
I'll even give an example like the Baltimore Ravens. You know, like in the playoff game that, you know, they played and lost to Cincinnati. People are looking at the Hail Mary that this guy did not catch. He not set himself up to do what he could not catch. However, there's a guy who fumbled at the goal line, and the Cincinnati, defensive took the ball and ran with it. So all I'm saying is, at some point in time, you know, it's instead of looking at the small cracks, okay, what else? What is the bigger picture is, in this instance, like now, for example, when you look at the numbers, 700,000 people did not vote in Luo Nyanza.